Hey everyone, welcome. Hope you're doing wonderful. So today I want to show you the items that I purchased from the Sydney Grace Christmas in July sale that she has every year. Sydney Grace is an indie brand. I don't believe they have a brick and mortar store. I think you can only purchase them online, but they do have phenomenal eyeshadows and makeup products, and I had to partake. Again, I did try Sydney Grace for the very first time last year. I will link that video below, but it was phenomenal. I was so impressed with this brand, so I had to come back for more. Now, she does have a brand new palette that I did get for free, so I'm going to show you everything. I didn't get too much, but I'm going to show you everything, and I'm going to show you some swatches. I'm going to do some eye looks, and I'm going to do some try-ons with the lip products as well. But before I get right into everything, let me introduce myself. Hi, my name is Carrie. Please consider subscribing to my channel if you haven't already. Please give this video a thumbs up if you like my content. Thank you. I appreciate it. And to my current subscribers, y'all know how wonderful you are. I have the best subscribers, so thank you guys so much for your support. Now, the thing with Sydney Grace is that she has different deals every single day. So it's not like, hey, it's Black Friday, everything is 50% off or 40% off. So I decided to partake on the very first day. And if you ordered I can't remember what it was. If you ordered like $50 or $60 worth of products, then you would get the brand new Cozy Cafe palette for free. Normally retails, that was just the outer sleeve. Let me pull out the actual palette. Can we appreciate the artwork? I'm going to bring it in closer in a minute though. But this palette was free, normally $55, and come on now. It comes in a light and a dark color scheme, I suppose. I want to say it's this row right here that has a little bit of a deeper, richer pigment to them. They do tell you which shades differ when you do see it online. However, when I had my cart, I had the deep one in my cart. When I went to go check out, it was already sold out. So I had to opt for the light one, which is fine. So let me show you just the artwork up close. It is 15 eyeshadows in here. $55 it normally retails, made in the USA. It has an 18-month shelf life, and it's 27 grams. It does have a mirror, which is amazing. It is cardboard packaging with kind of like that magnetic closure, which I absolutely love. I did already swatch them, so they kind of look a little bit messy. So I'm going to show you the swatches here in a second. Very beautiful, very pretty. It does say online, I'm just reading, it says Cozy Cafe is a 15-pan palette that is a beautiful blend of cool browns and soft cool pinks. This palette allows you to easily take a neutral daytime look and turn it into a romantic, smoky look for an evening out, which absolutely, if you look at this bottom row, I think it captures that beautifully. So I do already have the swatches on my arm, so let me just go ahead and show you those. I ran out of room. I'm not the best swatcher, you guys, so I had to put the last two down there. These two colors look very similar, but this is a metallic. That one is a matte, just FYI. Just kind of show you in a little bit of a different lighting. So pretty. I have to admit, you guys, when I swatched them, they were like butter, really smooth. They had like a lot of grip to them. I don't know if that makes sense. Like I really felt like pigment was coming up on my fingers. Like I didn't have to go back in there and swatch it, you know, several times to build it up. So what I think I'm going to do in this video is, after I show you the other stuff too, is I am going to do 2 eye looks with this palette. And I'm going to do some eye looks with the other two palettes that I have. And I'll just put some timestamps in the description box for you guys. But let me go into the other two palettes that I did get. So the items that I actually purchased in order to get the Cozy Cafe palette for free was these two palettes right here. This one is the Southern Spring palette, and this one's the Eastern Fall. Yeah, Eastern Fall palette. Again, I mean, the artwork is stunning, and the outer sleeve looks just like the actual palette. Again, made in the USA. It does have a mirror. It's magnetic. It's got that magnetic closure. It's cardboard, but oh my gosh, is that not stunning or what? 18th month shelf life, 16.2 grams. When I do the eye look, I'll swatch it. But it says, oh, by the way, this was $36 for the 9-pan palette. This one is in deep, by the way. I was able to get that one in deep. But this one says, Eastern Fall is inspired by the beautiful autumn colors of orange, gold, and brown you might find in the Eastern United States and New England while enjoying the many activities and places that make that part of the United States uniquely beautiful. Eastern Fall is a 9-pan palette available in both deep, which is what this is, and light to complement a wide variety of skin tones. I love it. It does scream fall. I can't wait for the fall time to get here because it is so hot here in Florida. I'm like dying. Anyways, all right, so let's look at the Southern Spring palette. They just have beautiful artwork. Oh, it's so, so pretty. Ooh, do you see those greens? Oh, you know, I love it. Again, 18th months shelf life, 16.2 grams, made in the USA. This one is deep. And it says the mauves, the peaches, and the greens in this 9-pan palette were inspired by the colors, places, and traditions of the Southern United States. Heather's husband grew up in the South, so sweet tea and the masters were inspired by his love of good Southern sweet tea and golf. Southern Spring is available in deep and light to complement a wide variety of skin tones. So I will swatch this also when I do the eye look. It'll be later on in the video. Again, I will put the link, or I'll put the timestamps down in the bottom. And then I did buy 2 of their lip glosses. One of them is in Payton, one is in Kaylie. Give me one sec because I did do a screenshot. Payton right here. Actually, let me show you. $10 each. $10 each. There's Payton. Oops. Gosh, I don't swatch very well, you guys. Payton is a brown red. It also says that it's named for Heather's youngest daughter, Payton. Payton is spunky, cute, smart, and funny. Although Sydney Grace was named after the older girls, Payton has a few nods in our collection in the past. So I do love how they incorporate the family, and, you know, it's fun. It just seems wholesome. And so it's just fun, you know? All right, and then here's the other one. This one's Kaylie. That one's a little bit of a more of a rosy tone. Gorgeous though. Pigmented, glossy. Now Kaylie is described, or I'm sorry, Kaylie. It's Kaylie, not Kylie. Have I been calling it Kaylie? Oh my God. Kaylie is a rose nude and is our brother's youngest child. She is an adorable little thing with more personality than most. She is spunky and sassy, and although she is the youngest of 5, she can hold her own. We love having her in our family. Isn't that sweet? It's like so wholesome. Okay, and so what I'm going to do is I'm going to get into the Cozy Cafe. Actually, let me put Kaylie on, not Kylie. I'm so sorry. Let me put a gloss on so that way I don't, my lips are like so dry. We just got, ooh, so pretty. We just got back from a trip and we were in the ocean, and we were like out in the boonies, and it was hot, hot, hot. We were on the Suwannee River out in the boonies. Oh, it's so pretty. All right, let me clean myself up here just a little bit, and then I'm gonna get into this eyeshadow palette, Cozy Cafe. It's on pre-order right now. So the deal was, here, let me get back to, oh, I love the fact that I can just, you know, put that right back. How about, I'll talk to you as I put makeup on, I'll talk to you guys. How about we go into, let's go into Cinnamon Latte. Yeah, it's calling my name. But I know earlier, you guys, I was talking about how she has different deals. I'm using a Refer 16. She has different deals every single day. And the day that, her first day that she started the Christmas in July sale, if you ordered so much, you would get this Cozy Cafe palette for free. And then the next day was a different deal. I think like if you ordered so much, you got a free mystery bag. The next day was something else. And then on her very last day, whatever products were left over, I think were 40% off, but you had to wait. I think it's like 7 or 8 days. So I was like, I'm not waiting to get the Cozy Cafe till the very end just to see if it'll be on sale for 40% off. I was like, I'm getting it now because I wanted it. So I already knew that I wanted it. Hold on, I gotta take this bracelet off. It keeps like clanking. It's driving me crazy. Yeah, I already knew that I wanted this palette the moment that I saw it. I'm gonna go into the shade right here. I'm gonna start to darken up the crease and outer V area. I am using a Refer 15. And yeah, beautiful, blending beautifully. I'm gonna take whatever is left over. I think you guys knew. Do I need to tell you that I already had my complexion done? I wish my skin looked this good on a regular without no makeup on, but let's darken a little bit more. I think I'm going to go into that shade right there. So I'm going to take a Refer 01 Mini. I'm going to go into this one right here. Let's just darken it just a little bit, that outer V area. Now I'm getting into some grayer tones. That top row was a little bit more brown. So let's see. I'm going real gentle. Wow, beautiful. Just kind of tapping it on. I don't want to diffuse. Okay, I'm going to take the second brush I was using, the Rever 15. Let's just gently. I'm going to take that dark shade on the 01 Mini. I'm not adding any more, just a little bit on this outer edge on the lower lash line. Ooh, so pretty, so pretty. Okay, so I am going to take a chance and going with this real white one right here, light one. It's actually got a hint of pink to it, and I'm going to do the brow bone. I can't remember what brush this. Oh, okay. Gentle, you guys, gentle. I don't remember what brush this is. It's just an angled brush. Ooh, that's so pretty. That's nice. Okay, we got to go in with some glitter glue, which I, believe it or not, forgot to bring in here, you guys. So hold on. I got to grab my setting spray. I got my setting spray. I'm just using the NYX setting glue, face gripping, whatever. Okay, so I'm going to go into this one right here. I am going to take a flat brush. This flat brush I'm using is a Refer 02. Let me just show it to you without any spray on it or wet. Let's just experiment and have fun. Okay, I'm getting fallout, but I imagine it's coming off of the brush. Despite not having it wet, it went on beautifully, a lot more. Now it's not as vibrant. I can already tell it's not as vibrant. Let me try that with my finger and see if it can get a little bit more intensity to it. I mean, very little. Honestly, I don't think I need. to wet it. I'm gonna leave it just like that. I'm satisfied with it. Now, because I didn't wet it, I did get some fallout. So you just have to be mindful of that. Okay, let's brighten a little bit. I am gonna go into this one right here, this very first shade. I'm taking it on a small fan brush from BH Cosmetics number 6 brush. I don't think they sell this anymore. I am going to wet this one because I'm going to put it in my inner corner. God forbid if I get loose shimmers in my eye or something. All right. So I'm going to put that in her corner. Bring it up over a little bit. Ooh, so pretty though, you guys. That is stunning. Okay, guys, that mascara is on. That eye looks beautiful. It's so, so pretty. You guys, the quality was great. The mattes blended beautifully. That shimmer went on, no problem. So now let's move over to this eye. How about we stick with the pink row? How about we do something with that? All right, so let's get a clean Rephr 16. How about we go into this one right here? Start that in my crease and work it upwards. Very pastel looking, but can I build up that pink a little bit? Yeah, if you keep rubbing it or blending it out, you can build it up just a little bit. I can see a little bit of pink in there, that hint of pink. All right, so I'm going to take a Rephr 15 mini. I'm going into this one right here, a little bit darker, deeper, and I'm going to put that in the crease, tapping off because they are pretty powdery. I don't know how intense. Oh, it's intense. Okay. Let's blend it out. Let's put it. Man, I got plenty. I can take it underneath the lower lash line. I'm going to take the first Rephr. I'm not adding any more, but I'm just going to kind of blend out. All right, I'm gonna take my angled brush going back up. No, yes, going into this one. I almost went into the metallic right there. Going into this one right here. I'm gonna hit that brow bone. Tap off. I need to deepen that outer V just a little bit. So why not just stick with that row? And I'm gonna go in with this one right here. I'm taking a real small, this is a Rephr 13, and I'm gonna go right in my outer V area with that. Gently though. I don't wanna cover up too much of that pink, but I definitely don't wanna look like I have pink eye though. Take it underneath a little bit. All right, so let's just take this on a finger. Oh yeah, that's gonna be pretty. Ooh, that's so pretty. So shiny, huh? All right, let me see if I can stamp it just on my eye. Hopefully I won't get too much fallout. Okay, so far so good. Ooh, how about we put a little in the inner corner? Oh, it's so beautiful. Wow. Okay guys, so that eye is done. Let me show you the final look with these two eyes using the Cozy Cafe palette. And then I can move into the Eastern Fall and the Southern Spring palettes. Okay, you guys, this makeup look with the Cozy Cafe, or looks I should say, is complete. I'm gonna take it off and then we can get into the next two eyeshadow palettes. I'll be right back. Okay guys, I'm back. I have fresh complexion on. I did put on the Sydney Grace Payton lipstick, or lip gloss, excuse me. This is a like reddish brown. I figured it would go great with the Eastern Fall palette. That's what I'm gonna get into next. You guys, just a quick disclaimer. I'm gonna go through this very quickly because I still need to get into the Southern Spring palette and then still give you my final thoughts. I don't want this video to be too long, but let me just show you the beautiful artwork. Isn't it so gorgeous? Can you just smell the pumpkin spice lattes brewing from it? 9 eyeshadows with a mirror. Made in the USA, 18th month shelf life, $36, 16.2 grams. I'm gonna do 2 different eye looks, and without further ado, I'm gonna get right into it. Just gonna blend out, not adding any more. Blending with that first refer I was using. Pretty. I did remember to bring my glitter glue in here this time. I'm using the NYX glitter glue. I'm going to put that on my lid, in my inner corner, in my crease, and in my transition as well. Maybe a little bit up on that brow bone too. Okay, I'm gonna take that brush that I had that darker shade on, just kind of pat out. And you guys, I just realized that I forgot to show you the swatches. I already have them on my arm. Let me show them to you really quick. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. All right, there was the swatches really quick. Now I'm going to take a real small brush and I'm going to go into this metallic shade here. Gonna put that in the inner corner. Ooh, so beautiful. Whatever's left over, put on the brow bone. Ooh, stunning. Let me go in there, clean it up just a little bit. Whatever of that gold shade that I had, this one right here, I'm just gonna kind of, whatever was left over on my finger from when I put it on my lid, I'm just gonna kind of bring it up just a little bit into like my crease area, my transition area. Ooh, oh, gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. I'm gonna take the first brush I was using, I'm not adding any more, that one that I had like that like real bright kind of orange, or not bright, intense kind of brick color. Beautiful. Okay, I did remember to bring in some eyeliner with me. So I'm going to go in with the ColourPop cream gel liner in Sunnyvale. And then I'm going to go in with the same mascara, the Benefit Fan Fest. Okay, guys, that eye is done. It looks absolutely gorgeous. I'm going to move over to this eye. I really want to try to do something totally different. So I think I might try to do a halo. Y'all know I've been really into the halos lately. So let's see if I can. I'm going to go into this one. I was thinking, debating in my head, you guys, what I want to do. I think I'm still going to do a halo, but I want to put this, yes. real lightly right here. Yeah, this one's a little bit more of a deeper orange versus a brighter orange. Okay, so I'm gonna go into this one and real gently right there. Ooh, perfect. All right, a little bit of glitter glue right in the middle of that eye. I'm also gonna put a little bit in my inner corner. I'm gonna go into this real deep metallic, but I'm gonna top it with this one. See, it's intense. Very gently. It's almost the same shade as the dark brown that I put on. It's just a different finish. This is a metallic. All right, now we got to brighten it up a little bit. So naturally, I'm going to go into this shade right here. I'm going to use the same finger that I picked up that dark metallic on because I want to mix them. You're still going to see a lot of brightness, as you can see. Ooh, it's so pretty. So pretty. All right, I got to take the brush that I carved out the halo with. I'm not going to add any more, but I got to stamp out and just kind of meld the shimmer and the mattes together. Ooh, it's so pretty. It's sexy. That's a sexy eye. This is the only one that I feel like I want to put in the inner corner. You could put this one in the inner corner. It is bright enough, but because I've already used that gold shade, I'm just gonna stick with this metallic. Ooh, ooh, it's so pretty. So nice. See if I can add a little bit. I didn't put any glitter glue on my brow bone. I just want to see whatever's left over on the brush, if I can. Ooh, nice. Very, very, very nice. Ooh, I like it. I feel like there's a lot you could do with this palette. All right, let me wipe my hands up. Now it's time to go back into the eyeliner. I'm going to use the same color pop in Sunnyvale, and I'm going to use the Benefit Fan Fest. Okay, guys, that eye is done. I can show you the final look. Okay guys, so now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this makeup off and I am gonna get into the Southern Spring palette, and then I'm gonna give you my final thoughts on this Sydney Grace haul and try on. I'll be right back. Okay guys, I am back. It is time to get into the Southern Spring palette. Look at this gorgeous beauty right here. I have fresh complexion. I did reapply the Sydney Grace Kaylie lip gloss, but let me show you this up close real quick, and then I can show you some swatches. $36, made in the USA. It does have the mirror, that really nice magnetic cardboard closure that I absolutely love. Let me show you the swatches real quick. Oh, I'm so excited for those greens. You guys know I am a sucker for the greens. All right, so I'm gonna go through this pretty quickly again, just like I did with the Eastern Fall palette, because I still have to give you my thoughts, and I don't want this video to be too long. So I'm gonna do 2 different eye looks, and I'm gonna start with this shade right here. I'm gonna take the first, I was using a refer brush. I'm just gonna blend. Sorry guys, I know I'm not telling you the brushes because I'm just trying to get through this pretty quickly, but I'm using mostly all refer brushes. All right, so now I'm gonna take this metallic shade right here. I'm gonna put it on the brow bone. These colors are pretty intense. There's not really a brow bone highlight, but every so often I don't mind a metallic on that brow bone there. Ooh, it's pretty. All right, now it's time to go in with the glitter glue. I'm going to use the NYX. I'm going to put it on the first half of the eye, in my crease, in my transition, my inner corner. Y'all know how I do. Put it all over the eyelid. I'm going to bring it up in my crease, my transition area. That way you can see that beautiful metallic pop through my hood there. Ooh, that is so pretty. Okay, I feel like I need a little extra something to pull these colors out, so I'm gonna take a chance. Sometimes I have good ideas in my head, you guys, and execute it not so bueno. All right, but I'm gonna go into this pink one right here, and I'm going to just very gently in my transition add a little bit, very little. A little bit right there. Yes, that's exactly, it gave me exactly what I needed. Now let's go in there and blend it. I'm gonna add a little bit more of this first shade that I had, and right there. Perfect. That pink did work exactly how I wanted to. It brought the greens out a little bit. All right, so now I think I can just be done with that eye. It's really pretty, unless I want to take a little bit of this. I do. I'm experiment. All right, a little bit more glitter glue. Sorry, guys. It was a moment of inspiration. A tiny tad bit of glitter glue in the middle of my eye. I'm going into this shade right here. Very little on my finger. I'm tapping real gently in the middle of that lid there. Ooh. Hopefully you guys can see that. That, like that magenta, I don't know if you want to call it that, mauve-y shade coming through right there. Oh, gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. All right, time for mascara. I'm going in with the Benefit Fan Fest, and then I can move over to the other eye. Okay guys, that eye is done. It looks stunning. Real quick, before I move over to this eye, I did forget to kind of do my inner corner. So I went in with the metallic, that's all. On an angled brush, put it in the inner corner. Gave it just a little extra pop. Okay, so now let's move over to this eye. I think I want to stay with these like mauve pinks here. So I'm gonna take a clean refer. I'm gonna go into this one right here. Man, so far, you guys, Sydney Grace, I mean, has been phenomenal. Whoa, pigment. Ooh, okay, all right. Let me try to blend this out. Holy moly, and I did tap off, you guys. All right, let's see if I can bring this up as a transition. Ooh. All right, let's just take it into the outer edge here of that V area because I've got so much on my brush. Even tapping off, but it seems to be blending really nicely. Ooh, that's beautiful, beautiful. All right, I gotta stop talking. I said I was gonna go fast. All right, darken up the outer V and crease just a little bit more. Just kind of tapping it in. I'm not even really blending it. Let's take a little bit of that underneath. Let's blend it real quick. Do you guys hear my bird, Kiwi? He is squawking up a storm. Bravo. Time for the glitter glue. It's gonna go all over the first half of my eyelid, you know, in all the areas that I like to put it. I didn't put it in my inner corner because I feel like that metallic didn't really need any help. Taking just a little bit of it, whatever's left over, a little bit in the inner corner. Kind of smash those two shades together, that metallic that I had right here and this pink here. Ooh, 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 ooh. I can't stop admiring, but I have to stop. Okay, I'm gonna stop there just to keep things simple. And I am going to put on the same mascara. Now it is time for me to show you the final look of the Southern Spring palette. Okay guys, this eye look is complete. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna show you a side-by-side of the first two palettes, the Cozy Cafe and the Eastern Fall palette, real quick. Now, because I edit on iMovie, it's a very basic editing software, you guys. So it doesn't let me do like a triple screen or a quad. It only lets me do a split screen. So I can't show you like all three of my looks together. So I'll just leave this makeup on so y'all know it's fresh in your brain now. But you guys, this makeup looks, or all these makeup looks are complete. Let me give you some quick thoughts. Okay. The Cozy Cafe that I got in light, I was kind of, the dark was out of stock. You guys, it's a beautiful, beautiful palette. Very gray tones, some cooler tones in here. So if you like that type of color story, it's awesome. I think it's going to be great for the fall time, even for the winter time, moving into the spring. I think this is going to be a great palette. The Eastern Fall palette, oh my gosh, you guys, absolutely stunning with these rich oranges and browns, and just, doesn't it just scream autumn? Just walking through the woods and seeing the change of leaves, it is just beautiful. Again, blended beautifully. Mattes were amazing. The shimmers were awesome. I mean, I can't say anything bad about any of these palettes. Southern Spring, I mean, my gosh, look at how beautiful that is. Just stunning. You guys, it's Sydney Grace is easily becoming one of my favorite indie brands. I think her formula works so beautifully on my aging eyes. Is there anybody out there watching this who agrees with me? I feel like she makes her makeup for everyone, of course, for everyone. However, for me, with my wrinkles and my fine lines and the extra loose skin that I have, the little hairs growing in weird spots, and her matte just blend seamless on my eyes. And I'll tell you something, you guys, these let me show you an example. These like metallics and the shimmers she has are some of the most like high shine, paying off pigments. Watch how beautifully that just swatches. Stunning quality Sydney Grace has. So you guys, do not sleep on Sydney Grace. If she has a sale, her Christmas in July sale, if she does Black Friday, whatever she's doing, partake, because you will not be disappointed. So I absolutely give the green light 100% on Sydney Grace. Perfection. Chef's kiss. The lip glosses, really nice also. She's got a really nice, intense, long-lasting formula with her glosses. So just an FYI there. I think these are usually around 10 bucks each. But anyways, you guys, Sydney Grace, incredible, great, fantastic. Can't say enough good things about it. So you guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope that you enjoyed all these eye looks just as much as I did playing with all this makeup. Please comment below. Tell me what you think. Please subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.